In 1978, a 41-year-old mother of 5 named Mary Ann Fagan was murdered inside her own home in Melbourne, Australia. She was stabbed 14 times. Her school-aged children came home that afternoon and found her body in one of the bedrooms. Her 17-month-old baby was still inside the house, crying alone in his crib. Nearly 50 years later, no one has ever been charged. At first, police believed they had an obvious suspect. A road crew had been working right outside Mary Ann's home that morning. One laborer stood out immediately. He had no reliable alibi during a critical window. He gave multiple contradictory statements to police. Witnesses said he made graphic sexual comments about Mary Ann only hours before her death, and forensic evidence seemed to support suspicion. Bitumen, road tar consistent with his job, was found on clothing inside the room where Mary Ann was killed. Everything pointed to him. But then, the deeper investigators looked, the stranger things became. The timeline didn't fully match. Mary Ann's autopsy placed time of death between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. That was a much wider window than police initially focused on. And there was something else. A witness reported seeing a man leaving Mary Ann's property shortly after noon. But this man wasn't dressed like a laborer. He was wearing a Royal Australian Air Force uniform. That detail changed everything. Mary Ann's husband was an Air Force officer. And in 1978, if something happened to a service member, news wasn't delivered by phone. Someone in uniform came to your front door. Investigators now believe this may have been the killer's advantage. Mary Ann had been bleaching her hair that morning. Her husband later said she would never let strangers see her like that. She wouldn't even let family see her during that process. So why would she open the door? There may be only one answer. She may have believed the man at her door had urgent news about her husband. Something serious. Something terrifying. By the time she realized something was wrong, it may have been too late. Here's what bothers me most about this case. The laborer looked suspicious. No question. But suspicious doesn't always mean guilty. The fake uniform theory feels far more calculated. This wasn't random rage. This feels planned. Someone either knew Mary Ann personally or knew enough about her life to manipulate her. And that changes the entire case. Because if the killer used that uniform intentionally, then this may not have been a crime against Mary Ann. It may have been a message meant for her husband. So what do you think? Was police tunnel vision focused on the wrong suspect? Or was the man in uniform the real killer?